Continue to hold the fort. At some point, can Aaron Rodgers flip the switch?
So get this. The Steelers, after those nail-biter games they've had, right? They just dropped 37 points on the Jets.
Wow.
We're talking about a team that was practically begging for Justin Fields' chance a couple weeks ago.
Right.
This deep dive is going to be a wild ride through this past NFL week, and believe me, you do not want to miss this.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Is this some kind of fluke, or are the Steelers actually, are they good?
Okay, first of all, you said good might be pushing it a little bit.
Yeah.
But that game, it was like watching two different teams.
Yeah.
First half, Wilson looked completely lost out there. I'm talking, is this guy going to be benched kind of throws?
And let's not forget the fans practically demanding Justin Fields to come take over.
Exactly. But then the second half, it was like someone hit the reset button. Wilson starts hitting those deep bombs, tick it together. Pickens, the offensive line, actually holds up. It was like watching vintage Russ back in Seattle.
Yeah, it's almost like all that pressure to live up to the trade, the pressure of wearing that Steelers jersey, it just melted away.
Right.
But the real question is, can he do it again? One good game doesn't erase a season of struggles.
See, that's what I love about the NFL. You never get a straight answer.
Nope.
So for you listening, think about it. Is this the start of something special for the Steelers, or was it just a flash in the pan?
And what about the Jets? Talk about a team with high hopes crashing back down to earth. They thought they were getting their happy ending bringing back Rodgers and Adams. But right now, it's looking more like a tragic opera.
Don't even get me started on that post-game locker room vibe. It was like a funeral, not a football game.
Oh, yeah.
You could practically feel the disappointment radiating off of them.
Going from Super Bowl contenders to 0-2 with your coach on the hot seat, that's enough to make anyone question their life choices.
And you got to feel for Zach Wilson, too. He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders trying to prove he was the right choice. That drop pass that turned into a Steelers touchdown.
Oh.
Whoa. You could tell he was blaming himself.
Yeah, you could see the doubt creeping in. It makes you wonder, are we seeing the beginning of the end for the Jets' grand experiment?
And it's not like their schedule gets any easier. They've got Belichick and the Patriots coming up next, a team that loves to feast on doubt and desperation.
You know, it's funny how the NFL can kind of mirror life. Sometimes you think you've got it all figured out, the bam, curveball.
Yeah.
Speaking of curveballs, let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, boy.
They thought they were getting Deebo Samuel back this week,
Right.
but little did they know.
Fate, as they say, works in mysterious ways. They were celebrating one receiver's return only to lose another potentially for the season. And not just any receiver. We're talking about Brandon Ayuk.
Okay, seriously, how rough can it get for 49ers fans? They go through that whole contract saga with Ayuk in the offseason, finally get him locked in, and now this.
Yeah, it's a cruel twist of fate, no doubt. Potentially torn ACL, likely surgery, out for the season. It's heartbreaking not just for the team's prospects, but for Ayuk himself. He was poised for a breakout year.
And it's not just him. The 49ers injury list is starting to look like a roster for a whole other team. McCaffrey, Greenlaw, Hargrave, Hufanga. Are we sure they're not cursed? It does make you wonder. But curses aside, this puts the 49ers in an incredibly tough position. The NFC West is a gauntlet, and every game counts. To overcome this level of adversity, they're going to need something truly special.
It's like that saying, next man up, but at some point you run out of next men. You know, it's a lot to ask, especially from a rookie like Danny Pearsall, who had to step in after Ayuk went down.
Right, and let's not forget, this is a rookie who made his debut just weeks after being shot in an attempted robbery. To come back from that, both physically and mentally, and then be thrust into this pressure cooker, it's remarkable.
Talk about a trial by fire.
Mm-hmm.
And Deebo Samuel, bless his heart, he wanted to be out there, but you could tell he was nowhere near 100%.
Yeah, he was clearly still feeling the effects of that illness. It's a reminder that even with the best medical care, recovery takes time. You can't rush these things no matter how much you want to.
It's like trying to force a puzzle piece into the wrong spot. You can jam it in there, but it's not going to fit right. And speaking of things not fitting right, let's go back to that idea of expectations versus reality. The 49ers coming into the season were Super Bowl favorites for a lot of people. Now, let's just say it's a whole different ballgame. They're battling not just opponents, but also that injury bug and the weight of expectations.
It really makes you think, can a team truly overcome that much adversity? Or will the 49ers, despite their resilience, become another cautionary tale of a season derailed?
And that right there, my friend, is the million-dollar question.
Wow.
We've seen flashes of brilliance, moments of sheer grit, but also those head-scratching plays, those what-if scenarios.
It's the unpredictable nature of the game, right? The NFL doesn't care about your preseason hype or your star-studded roster. It demands adaptability, resilience, that relentless pursuit of victory even when the odds are stacked against you.
And that's what makes it so captivating, right? This past week has been a roller coaster. Russell Wilson silencing the doubters, at least for now. The Rodgers-Adams reunion turning into a bit of a nightmare, and the 49ers battling more injuries than a medieval battlefield. Who knows what next week will bring?
That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every Sunday it brings a new chapter, a new opportunity for triumph or heartbreak. One thing's for sure, we'll be here to break it all down, to separate the signal from the noise, and hopefully unearth some of those hidden narratives that make this sport so compelling.
So to our listener, as you gear up for another week of NFL action, remember this. It's not just about the final score. It's about the journey, the struggles, the unexpected twists and turns that make this league so unpredictable, so captivating. Keep asking those what-if questions. Keep digging for those deeper insights. And who knows, maybe you'll be the one to predict the next big upset, the next breakout star. Until next time, happy watching.